We are here at McLaren, and I want to thank you for taking the time to speak with me.
Of course.
So we're here, and this also was Etion headquarters.
It was, yes.
So what does that conversation go like when you're like, hi, I really like this place. Can we use it as the lair of supervillains?
They were really open. I mean, I think that the whole team here at McLaren was like excited that we were going to use the cars and like really sort of supportive of getting us product. And then the fact that we wanted to shoot here and it was an inspiration for the tech element, I think that we were trying to bring into Etion. It was like, we can't build anything like this. Could you give us access to this facility? Like, this is amazing. And then they were really, gracious to do it.
So you've come out with 3 films in 3 years.
Yeah.
It was Atomic Blonde, Deadpool 2, and now Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah.
What has your life been like? What kind of work schedule do you have to crank out not just like indies, but like major tentpole blockbusters in that time?
It's been a tremendous amount of work. I mean, they all have challenges in their own right. We're doing Atomic Blonde, and the budget is really, really small and tight. It was John Wick size, and so that requires your attention 24/7 to magnify the resources. And then you have these other 2 movies that are giant brands to take care of, and like that's 24/7. And so I have not really stopped working. I mean, we were doing post on Deadpool. I was in the last sort of weeks of editorial when I took the jobs on Hobbs and Shaw, and we were developing the script with Chris Morgan while I was testing Deadpool 2. So it's been nonstop, and it's been films that kind of all consuming. So you're like 7 days a week as a director, but it's high class problems, man. I love making movies, so it's all good. Like I'm ready to make another one. So
This is your first PG-13 film.
Yeah.
I was wondering, did that offer any new challenges, or was there anything kind of exciting about that to say there are certain things we can't do, but with this PG-13 framework, it allows me kind of creative options I didn't have otherwise?
yeah, I think anytime you put restrictions on yourself, it forces creativity. Like I said, the budget of Atomic Blonde was the X, so we got creative, and that's how we came up with the long sort of oneer piece, and like, how do we amplify the production value here and do something provocative? I think PG-13 is just a different box, and it allows you to reach another audience, and it allowed us to take the tone in a different place and have fun with that. So I was full on to embrace PG-13. I guess it gets a little hard with the fighting sometimes because you're so used to seeing the things that you want, and they're like, take that down a notch, and you're like, really, that was cool, but it's okay, you'll see it on the Blu-ray.
Are there any sort of, you've done so many different kinds of action scenes, does it sort of become a way of wanting to challenge yourself and say, we haven't done this before, I haven't done this before, but you don't want to repeat yourself? Like there's no like, oneer, this uncut oneer in Hobbs and Shaw.
Right.
But was there anything like, I really want to attempt this kind of set piece in this film?
There wasn't. I think every movie speaks to you obviously in a different way, and you can see sort of, I've tried to tailor the action to service the story. So the oneer in Atomic Blonde was really servicing this character at that moment in time in the story of like, we had these fun set pieces with the hose and like some other things, and then when the stakes got ultimately real, we rip out the score, and we're with Charlize for 12 uncut minutes, right? Here the action is servicing you in a different way, and like but as long as you sort of attack your design from story and character, and then it's going to work. It's when people just do spectacles for spectacle that it kind of feels empty.
Right.
And you don't know why, but you do know why.
Yeah. When so the John Wick franchise has gone on to become this huge thing,
Yeah.
with each one is more successful. Is that something that you'd ever think about returning to co-direct with Chad, or trying to take it on?
It's a good question. No, I'll never say never. I'm such a huge fan of what we created, and that something would, have that long of legs and like reach that many people. And again, like very few franchises, start with no IP and then go on to make more money. So I'll never say never. I don't know. I mean, it'd be interesting. I love John Wick, and I love the world, and I love Keanu, and I love Chad. So it would be easy. to do.
Well, it must be a pretty cool success to have originated that character, and now you can use a story of like, oh, he got John Wicked, and sort of
Yeah, I mean,
create this sort of almost new archetype.
Yeah, it's really cool, and I'm very proud of that whole thing, and that, yeah, we've created something that's so iconic and that has, made it into the lexicon in all these different ways. Like, it's cool. It's pretty cool.
Now, you're also attached to The Division, and I have to ask, so many video game movies have run into problems, and I'm curious, what do you think it is with The Division that's going to sort of get over that hump that a lot of other adaptations have run into?
Well, I think that look, when you look at the adaptations of video game movies, it often becomes about like set pieces that are, all about the spectacle, and sort of it's about these set pieces that aren't attached to real drama and real characters. I think, like anything, I have to approach it from characters that we care about, and again, like I just spoke to, the set pieces drive development for the characters and development for the plot. The experience that you have playing a video game, you immerse yourself in set pieces in it, and you have a visceral response. You'll never be able to recreate that on film. What you can recreate is like great human characters, good human stories, and then still have action, but it resonates with a character that you're attached to from the film and not you experiencing it. So it's hard, but I think we can do it. I'm excited about it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. I really appreciate
Cool.
it.
Thank you.